Hello, my name's Rosie. I'm an artist, and this is just a week in my life. I actually started this vlog in quite a weird way because I thought I was going to make a tutorial to use my Caesar Juliet sticker cutting machine. But then as I was filming the video, I was like, who would want to watch a tutorial from somebody who doesn't know what they're doing? A lot of the points in the video, I was like, oh my God, like I don't know what I'm doing. And like, I was like, people are just gonna be watching it and be like, girl, me too. So like, why have I clicked on your video? So yeah, I've just kind of compiled some little moments from a week that was very colourful and interesting. So yeah, thanks for being here, and my name's Rosie, and enjoy. There's an eye. An eye. I obviously still need to adjust the cut settings, but let's have a look. This is my studio. As you can see, it's a bit of a mess. I would really like to find a way to organise my desk better because in its current state, I find it really hard to have like a workflow. Pencils on my floor, I've got a laptop on here, but there's no laptop stand. I feel like any barriers to creating really set me back. Like, yeah, if I feel like I need to like get all these things out from different places or tidy my desk to be able to create something, like it really kills like that creative edge for me. Maybe I'm just lazy. Trying to think of a way to kind of readjust it, and I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to the charity shops today and check it out and see if I see anything cool in there. And I'm going to go to a place called The Range, which is quite a long walk from here, but I don't drive, and I think I'm going to look for some stuff in there as well. And yeah, what I'm really looking for, I think, is that in The Range they have like a section for like workmen, where they have like, you know, kind of like toolboxes. I feel like this is something that I got from there previously, like this little orange box, and it was like, I swear it was like 50p. And it kind of looks like Penker storage boxes, and obviously they cost a lot more than 50p. So I'm like, I might go to the like working man's section and get some bits because they're always in really fun colours and they're like super cute. Shopping for like desk organising supplies was a complete washout, but it was nice to get out of the house, and I did buy two things that were completely irrelevant to my mission, which is Children's World Encyclopedia. It's just lots of like really beautiful illustrations and things of different animals. So I am really happy with this, even though it's really not what we were looking for. I got a necklace for my friend because she really loves shells. I went and picked up a parcel from an impulse locker from Vinted that I am so excited about, and I've been looking for these for literally years. How do I get my foot in the frame? It's the some 2000s Nike Air Rifts. I literally love these so much. Like I want to have hooves. What I'm going to do in the meantime is find ways to organise my desk with just the things that I already own, which I should have maybe tried to do in the first place anyway. But I had this really idyllic idea of like a nice desk in my head that I wanted to have that I can't live up to. So I'm just going to give it my best shot. So I feel like I've like sorted my desk out to the best of my ability and it looks a lot better than it did. I got this keyboard, which is really exciting because I've actually got plans for it. I'm working on a keycaps collaboration with a brand at the minute. Unfortunately, I need to use Adobe Illustrator there, so I'm going to need to go to my local library and they keep being closed because the heating's broken in January. So I'm like, nice one, cool. So yeah, not ideal. That's the goal. I've already made like the plans for it and I'm really, really excited about it. So yeah, I've been working on like a pixel zine recently. So that's something that I've been doing. I've just been kind of trying to find a way to like format it. Like now all the artwork's done. I'll show you. So it's like this one. At the front it says, I'm so tired of advocating for myself. But I don't actually think this would be like the cover. I feel like I'm going to put like, I want to put like vellum on it. And then maybe some kind of sticker because my printer can't print on vellum, which is really annoying. I really want to like bind it with like red thread. I feel like that would look really nice. I basically had like quite a difficult time this week because last weekend something happened that like I have PTSD. I bet you're thinking like, damn, pick a struggle because if you've seen any of my content before, you probably already know that I'm autistic. And I do have ADHD and I do also have PTSD, which is just like makes me sound like the most annoying person in the world. I'm so sorry to say that. I know it sounds mean, but like, damn, like it's just kind of like it's just incidental. But I do unfortunately have PTSD and I've had it for like 12 years now. And I think I went through a really good long time period where it was kind of like resolved almost for a period of time. I was feeling really good because I was like, oh my God, like I've really kept it at bay. Like I went through so much therapy, like 28 sessions in a year. Half my year was so intense and I was like, oh, I've like made it out the other end and stuff. And then like in my head, I was kind of like, I'm cured. And then something happened last weekend that like really brought it all back to the forefront, unfortunately, which is why like I feel like I haven't been that productive this week. I feel like, you know, like I don't have much underwear left, so I need to do a wash. Like my like pots are really dirty. They've built up for like a full week. Like my bedroom's covered in like clothes all over the floor. Like I feel like there were so many things that I wanted to do this week. Like I really wanted to promote my mail club more before the end of the month, but I just don't really feel like I have much time to do that because yeah, unfortunately it just completely blindsided me and like I've had to like sign up to get like, I've had to ask my GP for a referral to get more therapy, but it's okay, we move. I made like a zine about the whole thing and it made me feel a lot better. It's just kind of like a pixel art one, but it's kind of got like more of like a horror vibe to it. It starts off really cute with a cat and stuff, but then it gets kind of difficult vibes. Like, your girl's going through a lot at the minute. And it's got like the image that I posted on my Instagram recently, like the I do not forgive you. And yeah, I feel like unfortunately, like it's like out of all the mental illnesses that you could speak about having, like PTSD is like the most like, I find it the most like embarrassing to speak about, even though it shouldn't be, because having PTSD is like the equivalent of saying something bad happened to me, which is just like, it's so embarrassing to like be like, I have something bad happen to me disease. But it's just like, that's what happened. Like, so yeah, I find it like really jarring to talk about that. Like I don't mind talking about anything else, but like with PTSD, it's just like, I don't know, it feels real secretive as well because it's like something really bad happened. Like, I won't tell you though. It's just, yeah, I really don't like talking about it, but then like I was trying to film this vlog for this week and then like I was just kind of like making bits of content, like me trying to set up my sticker machine. I was like, I'll make a sticker video. Me trying to do my desk, I'll make a desk video. And then like nothing felt right and it's because I wasn't being honest. And I was like, no, I feel like I need to be truthful and just let you know I'm really struggling at the minute and it's just been really hard and like I guess this is me coming out as having PTSD, so enjoy that. Feeling a bit better about things. I made like a new thank you note and I'm really excited because I'm gonna like upgrade my packaging. So this is like my new thank you note. It's like a little frog that just says thank you and then Buddler at the bottom, and yeah, I think it's really cute. But all in all, it's been just like such a week. Trying to do so many things. Hello. I had a super chilled day yesterday, which was really nice and really needed. I did get a lot of stuff done there on my chill day. I mainly just laid on the couch and played Sonic Adventure DX, but there was a point where I did loads of illustrations overnight, not on purpose because I felt like I needed to do something, but I just thought it'd be nice to do something. And I designed a little desk mat for myself, so I've sent that off and I'm gonna get it made just for me. But if it's cute, I might get some more made, and I'm really excited about it. Yeah, I just did some little doodles and stuff, like this one and this one. And yeah, I just feel really good because I feel like I'd got to a point where like I was only drawing in my sketchbook, which obviously is a good thing. It's good to draw in your sketchbook when you're an artist. But like I felt like I couldn't really keep referring to myself as an artist when I wasn't making art. Like I never made any finished digital pieces anymore unless it was for my mail club. And like I have seen people say things like about artists where they're like, oh, like they say like blah blah this and that, and it's like, oh, the last thing that they do is make art, like, you know, like all they do is their mail club like thingy. But I think the thing is that people who don't run mail clubs don't realise is that like it takes up so much of your month. Like it's crazy. Like you are looking at like the majority of the days in your month gone, no matter what the volume is, just because it is so time consuming. So I feel like it was really hard for me to find a balance after starting my mail club, where I feel like at the start it was fine because there was so few people that it really didn't actually take that long. But now I just feel like it's like gotten really sorry if I'm like snuffling, it's just so cold. But yeah, it's just been really hard to find like a balance. But I'm really proud of myself. I feel like I've really slayed this week, and I've tried really hard to do a lot of things that were important to me. You know, you can't do everything at once. You can only tackle like one issue at a time. Considering how much other stuff I've had going on in my life and everything that I've been dealing with, I'm still really proud that I managed to like sort my desk out and get it to like a cute point. I've managed to make a zine this week. I've designed a desk mat. Like I've made like a little reel to promote my mail club the other day. I should have done more this month, really. That's like my biggest regret, is that I didn't promote it more. But we've always got next month. And yeah, I'm feeling positive. I do get like, during the day, I always feel like really positive and really good about everything, and I feel like I'm making the right choices and things are going really well, and I feel proud of myself and what I've achieved. But then on a night, I like end up lying there and I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, why am I trying to follow this dream? Like, I'm putting so much pressure on the people around me. You know, I'm like really chancing it with money all the time and like only just making it by each month. It's so expensive to reinvest in everything, and like I start to get really in my head and just think like I feel like such a burden for following like my dreams, and it is really nerve-wracking because I'm not in a place where it's like self-sustainable yet. So it's really hard for me to get out of that mindset, and I do want to make more videos too, like, so let me know if you enjoyed this one, and if you have made it this far, then please subscribe, because unless you're like really hate following, then I don't know why you'd make it this far. In which case, subscribe anyway. There's room for everybody. There is room for everybody. I'm gonna do some more little bits, and then we'll do like a, no, you know what, let's wrap up here. I'll wrap up talking here, but we'll do some more little bits today. But yeah, thank you for coming along with this journey with me, and yeah, it's just been really, really nice, really restorative, and really soothing. Let me know if you want any more vlogs in this style. I know I do talk about some heavy topics and stuff. I never know like how much to share of myself. You know, when you watch other people's vlogs or other people's reels, it really varies like how much information they actually share about themselves and their personal lives. I am intrinsically like an oversharer, but not in a way that I think is like damaging, because I feel like there's a level of oversharing that I used to like engage in when I was younger, where I felt like I was going to explode if I didn't tell everybody every awful thing about my life. And I would present it all as jokes, but like it's not funny. It just makes people uncomfortable. So like maybe don't do that. Sorry. But yeah, it just makes people uncomfortable. Like when you're just constantly bringing things like that up. But I will say that like there's a difference between oversharing and being transparent. Like I'm not forcing anybody to listen to me. So is it really oversharing? You can leave. You're not being held hostage. So yeah, let me know what level you're comfortable with. I did make a vlog before, and like there was a point where I said like I was transparent about the fact I was having a bad day. And in the analytics for that video, you could see like so many people dropped off when I said I was having a bad day. So like, damn, fuck y'all. But no, that was quite shocking to me. So I was like, damn, should I not be talking about things like this? But then some comments were like, I love how transparent you are. It's been an interesting week. It's been up and down, but we made it to the end. And I'm feeling really excited for the rest of this month and for January to be over. So yeah, thank you for coming along this journey. My shop is open at the minute if you'd like to check it out. Unfortunately, I don't do EU postage, so I'm very sorry. You can unfollow me if you want. I unfollow people who don't ship to the UK sometimes because I can't actually deal with the FOMO, because I love their products so much that I'm like, I physically can't see them because I found it distressing. So no hard feelings if you need to nip out and not follow me for that reason. So yeah, bye.